In 2022, she and her beautiful daughter, so beautiful, what a beautiful young woman.
What the fuck?
Irina fled war-torn Ukraine.
My fellow Americans.
Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
A man holds in his mortal hand the power to abolish all forms of human poverty and all forms of human life.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
One day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
Who says, now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. I suppose we all thought that.
Hello and welcome to As the World Burns. Shortly, we will begin watching the State of the Union address from our president, El Presidente.
From Big Hoss.
Yeah, Big Hoss. Things are looking up for him. You know, he's got this whole thing going on. I mean, just look at him pointing there. We're waiting for him to get to his thing that he's going to be doing. I mean, we're watching this a little bit behind, but, you know.
Spoilers. Don't tell us nothing.
Yeah, don't tell us nothing. We'll figure it out along the way. What I'm guessing is that we're going to hear a lot about Epstein disclosure. We're going to hear that the United States has known about UFOs for decades, if not hundreds of years. We're going to figure out that Freemasonry has controlled the country. We're going to take away all coal and oil reserves and going to switch over to clean energy almost completely, if not honestly, for the most part.
What I really hope from our president, I hope he lets the Dems know that we're winning, they're losing. I hope he lets us know how good things are going and how a country's moving in the right direction. How, like, from now on, you know, the world's going to look up to us, you know, and I hope he tells Cuba, you're next.
Yeah, I hope he tells Cuba you're next is hilarious. That would be hilarious if he actually does say that.
We should do a State of the Union bingo card.
Just come up with it real quick. I guarantee you he's going to. Yeah, I think he's going to talk about like re-election shit with the midterms.
Bingo card. We'll pick 5 predictions.
All right. Aliens.
If you get like whoever gets the most corrections, whoever gets the most predictions right.
All right. Let me write this down real quick. I'm gonna say he's gonna talk about UAPs at some point or aliens.
Easy money. I agree. I think he's gonna mention it. You know what? I'm gonna go against the grain on this. He's not gonna mention aliens at all. I want him to, but I don't think he's going to.
All right. I think he's going to say something about the midterms coming up in the elections.
I think he's gonna not only say something about the midterms, but I think he's gonna like threaten about it. He's gonna be like, "Oh, do not try to rig this election."
Mr. Speaker, the president.
Oh, let's come up with this real quick while they're doing their bullshit. UAP midterms. What else? A war with Iran. That's an easy one. He's definitely gonna address that. Do you want to write flying cars?
I think he's gonna talk about his death. He'll bring it up. He's gonna bring up his own death.
That's a good one. I think he is too, but I'm not gonna write that one down. Yeah, he's gonna mention like he isn't gonna get to heaven or something like that at some point.
Yeah, but that counts. That counts for talking about his own death.
That's what I'm saying. He's definitely gonna mention that.
Yeah.
Let's see. You know, he's gonna tell everyone to stop worrying about Epstein. I think that's an easy one, but he's gonna mention it.
Kind of like the other thing. I don't think he's gonna mention Epstein.
Okay, let's see.
I think he's gonna be like, oh, the Democratic distractions, the Dem distractions, those distracting Dems.
Well, I think he's gonna say that he was exonerated from it. So that's what I
Oh
think
yeah,
he's
he's
going
already
to
said that.
mention. I think he's going to mention it again in the speech. What
Saying
else?
that.
Yeah.
There's been no like there's, there's been no trial, there's been no evidence, there's nothing. But if you just say, I've been exonerated, know?
I've been exonerated. All right.
Maybe
What
that's
else?
like the thing to do. Maybe like honestly, like next time you're in trouble at work or like in trouble with the law or in trouble at home, just kind of go like, no, I'm that's not true actually. Yeah, I'm in the clear. Like
I've
I've
been
proven
exonerated.
I didn't do that without ever proving it.
All right. What else? What else? Uh, one more. One more.
Oh, by 5 hours. I already forgot what mine were.
You went against the grain on Epstein and UAPs, and
No, he's not going to talk about aliens. He's not going to talk about Epstein.
yep,
He's gonna talk about his death.
yep.
What was the fourth one? Did I even have a fourth one?
I think you did, but I forgot.
Oh, he's gonna no. I guess it wasn't a prediction, but he's gonna threaten more countries. He's gonna like threaten some South American countries.
Oh
Like
yeah, the
Cuba.
Cuba thing. Yeah. My last one is he's going to um he's gonna mention the technology that we have, different than UAPs.
Yeah.
He's gonna mention the excuse me, the crazy amount of technology that we have.
Yeah, like he's been doing that.
Yeah.
I guess my last prediction would be my last prediction is he's gonna ramble at some point. He's gonna forget what he's supposed to talk about next. We're gonna
That's-
get like
That's
5
your
full
given.
minutes of him rambling without making any sense.
Oh, it's gonna, yeah. I mean, that's a given. So
You
thank
think
God.
so?
Oh yeah.
To be fair, I've never watched one of his State of the Union addresses.
Oh no, I just in all of his things, that's what he does.
Yeah. I'll pick
All
something
right.
else then. Hold on. Let me pick something
No,
else.
that's a good one. But
You sure?
I mean, yeah, I think it'll happen at one point.
Okay.
Let's do it. All right.
Of the United States.
Hey. It quiets down for a minute, but yeah, so there's the man in power, the orange guy, he's popping out. Look at him shaking everybody's hand. Look at, he's not afraid of no germs. Just gonna shake everybody's hand. There's probably at least one like guy in there that like sacrificed somebody at one point in today.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, him. Look at that. It's crazy. Everybody's clapping. Yay! Look at that. Look at that. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Hey, buddy.
He's just like, let me turn away from this one. This one's a little, This guy's got his phone out. He's trying to record. Everybody's like, oh,
Dude,
let me record.
Trump's just like Daenerys.
Yeah, is he?
Yeah, he's just like Daenerys.
I don't know enough about Daenerys to say yes or no, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Everyone was saying that he was a lot like Joffrey.
Yeah, that too.
Look at this chick in the middle. She's got a weird look in her eyes.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that?
Lizard.
Did you see that, dude?
Yeah.
That was weird. Ooh. Whoa.
Look at that lady. That
Which
lady
one?
looks like so pompous and like judging.
Yeah, smug. She looks like she's eyeing everybody. She might be Secret Service, though.
That lady's Secret Service?
If so, she gets a pass.
What is she secretly servicing cupcakes directly into her double chin?
Oh, man. Look at all these people. Look at Vance. He's stretching his neck out. He's just like, let me see this. Let me see what's going on here. This guy over here, he's getting handshakes in front of him. He's just like, I don't know what to do right now. Looking down, looking at the finger pointing. There we go. And this goofball just clapping his hands while the president walks by. He just nods his head.
They're clapping forever. They're
Yeah.
just clapping and clapping.
A lot of people just
clapping.
staring into space and just having weird looks on their face after they like see the president.
That is happening. Look at that. That guy looks worried.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody has just an odd look on their face.
I know this already happened and we're watching it like an hour late, maybe 2 hours late now. But maybe we just haven't seen the big news pop up yet. Like, we haven't had any spoilers yet. But maybe he actually does say something crazy. What if, like, the State of the Union just changes everything forever?
Maybe. Look for any Illuminati symbols, too. Look for anybody doing any weird hand gestures, you know? This is something you gotta look
I
for.
was going to tell this to you before, but I think you had to go or I had to go. But fucking imagine we're like, oh, I wonder if he's going to talk about aliens. I wonder. He gets on stage and he's like, I'm going to cut right to the point. They're here. They're a problem. And then 2 Secret Service agents drag a tall white Nordic, drags him out by the arms, and he's like on his knees. He's got a blindfold on. And Trump just shoots him in the head.
Like Secret Invasion, Norman Osborn.
Is that what happens?
That's what happens, and then Norman Osborn becomes president after.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
He doesn't
I
drag
don't
him
know-
out in like
I
a
don't know
State of the
Marvel.
Union, but yeah, that's basically what happens. He like
Yeah.
he's the head of like Shield, and he like shoots an alien point blank in the head, and then or Hammer his own thing, and then becomes head of Shield, and then the president. So yeah, could be.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's crazy. That's like somehow got embedded in my brain. I didn't know that.
It's a good story in the comic, Secret Invasion. I recommend it to people.
I think the bonus round is Trump does a Norman Osborn. Excuse me. Let me say that again. Bonus points if Trump does a Norman Osborn.
I mean, in the bringing the alien out way, I would give you the entire podcast at that point if that happens. I'd be like, all right, that's it. You win.
What if we're because you've been busy with your own thing going on. I got my own things going on. We were a little bit late to this, but like, what if in that time we just didn't realize that
Members of Congress
we've
have the
entered
high privilege and distinct
intergalactic
honor
war?
of presenting to you.
Oh, that would be
the President
crazy.
of
This
the
whole
United
time
States.
we're goofing on it, and then it actually happens.
Let's see.
Oh, I should have had. They're gonna chant USA at some
Well,
point.
thank you very much, everybody.
No,
It's
that's
really
too easy. Come on, man.
an honor. Speaker Johnson,
Oh,
Vice
I bet-
President Vance,
I bet he's gonna say.
First Lady of the United States.
I bet he's gonna say the United States. I bet. What's another thing Trump says all the time? I bet the whole crowd's gonna clap for him. My next prediction is that.
Second Lady of the United States.
Are we watching this right now?
Yeah. What do you think he's gonna say?
He's gonna say we made America great again.
Or we're making America great again?
No, you had time for that. Now it is great.
Oh, okay.
We're there.
We're there. Everybody,
there.
we are there. All right, let's see what these lizard people are up to. That looks like John McCain down in the right-hand corner there. See him?
No,
It looks like
is that the ghost of John McCain?
is that the ghost of John McCain? It could be. It could very well be.
Trump didn't like John McCain, right?
Yeah, maybe he's what? Oh, dude, imagine if that was the ghost of John McCain, and imagine if that was the ghost of John McCain, and we're just like catching it.
Interesting.
Yeah, that would be crazy. He is not standing up and looking at the thing that he should be looking at. I mean, he could also be in a wheelchair, so he looks pretty low. All right, let's get back to it. Goes to John McCain.
Get into it. Let's get into talking. Honestly,
no. We got to get into JD Vance's wife first.
it's gonna go too long.
No, it'll be good. We're just gonna get into her real quick. Look at Barron there. He doesn't want to be there at all.
Members
He does not
of
want to be the
Congress
spotlight.
and my fellow Americans, our nation is back, bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before.
See,
Oh,
he's
it's
saying like
back.
we're there.
It's back though. He's not saying we're there. He's saying
I know he hasn't
it's
said
back.
it yet. Give him a second.
My fellow Americans, our nation is back, bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before. In history, the 250th anniversary of our glorious American independence. This July 4th, we will mark 2.5 centuries of liberty and triumph, progress and freedom in the most incredible and exceptional nation ever to exist on the face of the earth. And you've seen
Hoorah.
nothing yet. We're going to do better.
You
and
haven't
better and
seen
better.
nothing yet.
This is the golden age of America.
Like
Ooh,
you've never seen. He loves to say that. Like you've never seen.
that fake smile is crazy. This is the golden age of America.
When I last spoke in this chamber 12 months ago, I had just inherited a nation in crisis with a stagnant economy, inflation at record levels, a wide open border, horrendous recruitment for military and police, rampant crime at home, and wars and chaos all over the world. But tonight, after just 1 year, I can say with dignity and pride that we have achieved a transformation like no one has ever seen before, and
Like
a
no one's ever
turnaround for
seen
the
before.
ages. It is indeed a turnaround.
I should have said he said that. That should have been my first prediction.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He
Like
always
no
says
one's
like no
ever-
one's ever seen, like no one's seen before.
These are all
And we
just
will never go
billionaires.
back to where we were just a very short time ago. We're not going back. Today, our border is secure.
And I've never seen one guy get his dick sucked by like 300 people at once.
Thank you.
They're all billionaires.
Today, our border
Yeah.
is
Millionaires.
secure. Our spirit is restored. Inflation is plummeting. Incomes are rising fast. The roaring
Whose
economy
income?
is roaring like never before. And our enemies are scared.
Comment
Our
below if
military
your
and
income's
police are
rising
stacked,
fast.
And America is respected again, perhaps like never before.
Comment down below your full income increase.
Tell us
Let us
exactly
know
what
how
you're
much
making,
more- yeah.
actually.
Let us
Yeah.
know how much more money you're making now.
If you can, provide your credit score as well.
After 4 years in which millions and millions of illegal aliens poured across our borders, totally unvetted and unchecked, we now have the strongest
I
and
hate
most
what he's
secure
doing with his
border
jaw.
in American history by far.
What's he doing? I don't think he... What time is he going to stand up and clap?
I know. And is the border really that secure?
No, it's not.
In the past 9 months,
If human trafficking
zero
done by these
illegal
very
aliens
billionaires
have been
constantly
admitted
flowing in and
to
out
the
of our
United
country.
States.
And drugs, too, from our own government.
Yeah.
Zero illegal aliens have entered the U.S. in the last 9 months. Who's keeping track?
But we will always allow people to come in
Such
legally,
bullshit.
people that will love our
That's
country and will
crazy
work
bullshit.
hard
What?
to maintain our country.
Oh, my next prediction? Trump's going to lie. He's going to tell a big lie.
That's an easy one.
The flow of deadly fentanyl across our border is down by a record
Oh, he's talking about it.
56%.
He's gonna call out
in
the
1 year.
CIA.
I'm gonna call out the CIA. That's crazy.
He's gonna be like, "Hey, the fentanyl's coming across because of our own guys." You know.
And last year, the murder rate saw its
Speaking of which, did you see Tulsi Gabbard? Well, it's funny the look Tulsi Gabbard gave when he mentioned the fentanyl thing. It almost looked like she had like a wink of like oh yeah, that's our guys doing that. It was pretty funny.
She probably has like a parcel of fentanyl that she's gonna like secretly pass to somebody else in there.
She's gonna drug somebody mid State
That-
of the
I mean, I don't
Union.
think. I think he's in a room full of all his boys. You know what I mean? Maybe not there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely in a room full of all of his boys.
All his boys are there. It's like it's
Yeah,
his
look at
birthday.
his boy Mike Johnson in the back. He's just like he looks like he doesn't want to be there. Mike Johnson looks so like
I'm sure someone's made this joke before, but he looks like the son from American Dad, all grown up.
who Mike Johnson?
Yeah.
I think he looks like the more Republican Stephen Colbert.
Yeah, that too.
Like he looks like and he kind of sounds like Colbert too.
Yeah. He's like a Colbert clone.
He's like a Colbert clone. He came out of the cloning the Marshall cloning chambers and he went towards the Republican wing, whereas Colbert went towards the Democrat wing. All right, let's kick this.
single largest decline in recorded history.
That
This is
jaw,
the
man.
biggest decline, think of it, in recorded history, the lowest number in over 125 years. Year 1900. In fact, substantially before my wonderful father, I had a wonderful father, Fred, before he was born, substantially before.
His
he was
wonderful
born.
father,
It's a
notorious
long time
piece of shit.
ago. He wouldn't like me to say that, but that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
The Biden administration and its allies in Congress gave us the worst inflation in the history of our country. But in 12 months, my administration has driven core inflation down to the lowest level in more than 5 years.
You guys answer below. Are you guys feeling like inflation is down? Let us know. This is something I would really want to know. I'm not really paying much attention to what's going on out there, so tell me, is inflation down? Are we feeling rich yet as a society? Comment below. We need more engagement.
And in the last 3 months of 2025, it was down to 1.7%.
Whoa. Wow. 1.7%. Marco Rubio looks like he's shitting bricks right now.
A peak of over $6 a gallon in some states. Under my predecessor, it was quite honestly a disaster. It is now below $2.30 a gallon in most states.
Where the hell is that?
And in some places, $1.99 a gallon. And when I visited the great state of Iowa just a few weeks ago, I even saw $1.85 a gallon for gasoline.
Damn, I gotta move to Iowa.
Mortgage rates are the lowest in 4 years and falling fast, and the annual cost of a typical new mortgage is down almost $5,000 just since I took office. 1 year. And low interest rates will solve the Biden-created housing problem while at the same time protecting the values of those people who already own a house that really feel rich for the first time in their lives. We want to protect those values. We want to keep those values up. We're going to do both. And we are going to keep it that way. The stock market has set 53 all-time record highs since the election. Think of that, 1 year. Boosting pensions, 401ks, and retirement accounts for the millions and millions of Americans. They're all gaining. Everybody's up, way up. In 4 long years, the last administration got less than $1 trillion in new investment in the United States. And when I say less, substantially less. In 12 months, I secured commitments for more than $18 trillion pouring in from all over the globe. Think of it, much less than $1 trillion for 4 years versus much more than $18 trillion for 1 year. What a difference a president makes. A short time ago, we were a dead country. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world, the hottest.
Oh, are you saying something?
I have another prediction. My prediction is that he's gonna start a chant, and it's gonna be to free Ghislaine Maxwell, and it's gonna say like, "Set her free, her free."
That would be hilarious if he starts a chant for Ghislaine Maxwell. That would be one of the funniest things I think I've ever seen, and he's done some
Ghislaine,
funny
sister,
things.
we're bringing you home. Bring her home. Bring her home. And then like.
Instead of lock her up.
Every APAC money receiver just starts chanting it like crazy.
Yo, every APAC money receiver. Oh my god. All right, let's see if that happens. That's a good bonus.
That's a crazy bonus.
That's the crazy bonus, not bringing an alien out and shooting it in the head.
Plants and laboratories are being built. We have added 70,000 new construction jobs in just a very short period of time. It's getting bigger and bigger and stronger. Nobody can believe what they're watching. American oil production is up by more than 600,000 barrels a day, and we just received from our new friend and partner, Venezuela, more than 80 million barrels of oil.
Yeah, let's give it for Venezuela. Just got taken over.
American natural gas production.
I love to bathe in oil, so I'm glad we're going to have all this extra oil.
To drill, baby, drill.
That's a good point.
Did he just say vril baby or drill baby?
No, drill baby, but he may as well have.
It's all about the vril baby.
Today than at any time in the history of our country. Think about that. Any time in the history of our country, more working today, and 100% of all jobs created under my administration have been in the private sector.
Whoa, private sector.
We ended DEI.
Dude, these people's needs are going to be so blown out. Look at all these old fucks standing up and down like crazy.
Their tongues are going to be so dirty.
We've got a record number of job-killing regulations, and in 1 year we have lifted 2.4 million Americans, a record, off of food stamps.
Saying that they lifted him off when he just means they kicked him off. No, literally, like that's what he.
For all of these reasons, I say tonight.
That's it.
No, I know.
Literally saying like, yeah, we lifted, we helped them, we lifted them off. It's like, no, you just kicked them off of it.
Literally. His wordplay is intense.
Our country is winning again. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it. People are asking me, please, 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 Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore.
Here's the ramble.
We're not used to winning in our country until you came along.
This is the ramble.
Losing, but now
he planned this.
Much. And I say, no.
This is his first
You're
bit.
going to win again. You're going to win big. You're going to win bigger than ever. And to prove that point, here with us tonight is a group of winners who just made the entire nation.
And to prove that tonight, here is ACDC. back better than
Fucking
ever. I'm on a
Oh, shit.
highway to hell. Doo-doo, highway to hell. Trump's just clapping along.
That'd be awesome.
Proud, the men's gold medal Olympic hockey team. Come on in.
Oh, it's the guys that got drunk with Kash Patel. This is great. We have real American heroes right here getting drunk with
Kash
the real
Patel there?
ones. Kash Patel. Oh, I guarantee you he's there. He's probably in the
What if he
audience
walks out with
chugging
them?
beers.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh, that would be hilarious. That's probably him right there in the window
Yeah.
looking out.
Watching his boys.
It kind of looks like him. Yeah, literally. He's probably just like telling them, like rizzing them up, being like, yo, guys, you guys are the best. This is a long shot for nothing. All right, we get it. Hockey team, good.
Go ahead.
All right. What is with this long
I have no
shot?
idea what's
Jesus
going on.
Christ.
I think maybe
Yeah, why is he just like go
Trump getting
ahead?
some
Like,
new lines fed to him. I don't know what's going on here.
yeah. I think they're just like really taking in the hockey
Yeah.
team. I think that's
Go
what
hockey.
they're doing. Go hockey, yeah. Olympic hockey, yeah. Do we give a shit about the Olympics here?
Oh, sometimes.
I think more of the Summer Olympics we give a shit
hey.
about
It's the first
more
time
than the
I've ever
Winter
seen
Olympics.
them get up. And actually,
Whoa.
not all of them did get up. But they beat a fantastic Canadian team in overtime, as everybody saw, as did the American women who will soon be coming to the White House.
Yeah,
Trump's
because he made like
yeah.
I guess he like said it in a weird way the other day or just yesterday, and like people were coming after him for it. But now he's like, no, like they're coming here. Like we're gonna support them. Yeah, he's kind of like
Oh.
fixing that.
Okay. Is that why he had a weird look on his face
Yeah,
after he said
yeah,
that? That
probably.
makes sense. Look at the guy up front. He does not want to be
Think
here.
so?
The hockey player, yeah, he
Front
looked
right or
like
front
kind
left?
I just want to say
Ain't-
a second very
front
big
right.
congratulations to Team USA. But I have to say that, and I told them this, and we took a vote of the team. I said, anybody votes no, I'm not doing it. So they stood there, and they weren't about to, because I've never seen a goaltender play as well as goalie Connor Hellebuck.
One of them gets a direct shout out.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Which one is
Oh,
that? Oh, that's
the
this
one
guy.
you thought hated his life.
No, this is a different one. That's the
Oh.
different guy. That's on the other side because there's two sets of the team.
Think of it, 46 shots on goal, and I asked him, the one shot, the one where you put your stick in the back and it hit the neck of your stick and bounced off. Do you practice that, or was that a little lucky? He refused to answer that question. But I just want to tell you that the members of this great hockey squad will be very happy.
I mean,
to
if
hear,
that
based
wasn't
on their
lucky,
vote
that was a
and my
great
vote,
shot.
And in this case, my vote was more important. That I will soon be presenting Connor with our highest civilian honor, which we will be given and which has been given to many athletes over the years. But when I say many, not too many, like 12, it's called the
Like
highest
12.
civilian honor in our country, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
So wait, this guy made a good trick shot and he gets the Medal of Freedom?
No, he blocked a shot in a really cool way.
Oh, all right, cool.
Great athletes have gotten that, very great, the best, and I thought he deserved it. And I did take a vote, every single one of them. I said, I'm not giving it if anybody goes no, and every single one of them rapidly put up their hand. So I want to thank you all. What a special job you did. What special champions you are. Thank you very much.
I hate the way he keeps turning his head. That keeps
Yeah,
bothering
Trump's got a
me.
weird head shape. Every time I see him from the side, I'm like, this isn't right.
And he looks so stiff when he turns and looks
Yeah.
up at them.
The amount of times people talk about, like,
I'm
Biden's
also
a
pleased
guy
to
wearing a
say
mask,
that the
Biden's
next
a
time
robot
the
wearing a
Olympic
mask.
torch is lit,
Trump
it will
really
be
sometimes
here
looks like
in
somebody
America
in a bodysuit.
for the 2028 Olympics, and it's the summer version
does.
right in Los Angeles. We're going to do a good job in Los Angeles.
We're going to do a good job in Los Angeles. We're going to send in the troops. We're going to take it over.
And Los Angeles
We're
is
gonna
going
make
to
it a
be
part of
safe,
America
just
again.
like Washington, D.C. is now one of the safest cities in the country.
Whoa, not a lot of claps on that one.
And this
They
year,
kind of scrambled.
and
They
I
kind of
must say, I
scrambled
got
to
'em
clap
both.
for that one because that was some
got
real
in my first
bullshit.
term, and I was disappointed.
DC's
because
awful.
I got
It's
the
because they all work
Yeah, it's
in
awful.
This
DC.
happened, but strange things took place, and now I've got them because I got the Olympics, I got the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and I wanted to claim the 250th, but I didn't get away with that one. I couldn't claim that one for myself. But we're getting the World Cup, so we have the World Cup and the Olympics coming, and that is exciting news.
Yeah, I'm surprised not.
So this will be a
is
year
delayed
to
reaction for
celebrate
that
our
one.
country and the
They're getting
heroes
sick
who
of
have
having to do this.
kept it free. Men like Buddy Taggart.
Yeah,
At
that
age
makes sense.
17, Buddy volunteered to defend America in World War II, serving in the Pacific under the great General Douglas MacArthur. He fought bravely in the famous Battle of Manila, worked so hard. He was badly wounded and almost killed
So
by
hard.
enemy machine guns in Luzon. And 81 years ago this month, he liberated the largest internment camp in the Philippines, one of the largest anywhere in the world. But he earned many honors, including a Purple Heart, a Bronze Star, came home, started a family, and tonight he is in the gallery looking forward to July 4th, 2026, his 100th birthday.
God, his mannerisms are awful. I hate the way his mouth moves and his jaw. Oh, there's McCain. That's the
Oh,
guy
that's
we were
hilarious.
talking about.
Yeah, Trump has like such an unlikable way of talking. It's
Oh no, it wasn't
He's
the guy
only,
we were
like-
talking about, but that guy does
Yeah.
exist.
he like if Trump wasn't the president and he wasn't
So,
a
Buddy,
billionaire,
you're
he
a
would just
brave
be like
man.
the
We salute
weirdest
you.
guy at your work, like
Even
the
in
most
times of
autistic
challenge,
old
setback,
man
and immense
you've ever met.
heartache, the spirit of 1776 has always shone through very brightly. It was July 4th of last year when floodwaters tore through a girls' summer camp in Central Texas. One of the worst things I've ever seen. I was there, rising 26 feet in the
He's
matter
like,
of
we
minutes.
have
Yeah,
caused
oh
that
yeah,
with
the
Rainmaker.
companies that we were
lives.
funding
We'll
helped cause
remember
that.
that
No,
one.
they're not. He's not going
As
to
the
say
waters
that.
threatened to sweep her away, 11-year-old Millie Kate McClament closed her eyes and prayed to God. She
Hold on,
thought
pause
she
it.
was going to die.
What if he's like saying all this and then he says, "But all in all, like the achievement to create such amount of rain and the applications that this could be used with." Tonight, I brought in the CEO of Rainmaker. Give it up for him, and just start the guy who caused it.
A round of applause for this guy. He's still got the mullet. Oh man, remember that guy was like a 26 or
He was young.
27-year-old
It was
kid
like some
too?
idea he had when he was young, and
Yeah.
then like just made a fucking company out of it that ruined the climate.
Ruin the Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of
No, I
companies
know.
doing that.
His
All right,
company's the one that
let's,
tried to murder children.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. That's the yeah in Texas, allegedly.
Those prayers were answered when Coast Guard rescue swimmer Scott Ruskin descended from a helicopter above. Nobody knew where he came from. It was Scott's first ever rescue mission, a young guy, but very brave, very, very top, always top in his class. And he lifted not just Millie Kate, but 164 others to safety.
Wow. I mean, do give a round of applause for that guy. The only thing I agree with Trump on so far.
We also have one of the greatest friends of America. Give it up for Valiant Thor.
People watched Scott from a
Give it up for
distance.
Valiant Thor.
And
We
they
know
couldn't
you
believe
did.
what they were seeing.
Grab
the
'em.
winds were blowing, the rain was pouring, everything was going, and that rapid water, nobody's ever seen anything like it. They said, wow, that's something. Tonight, Scott and Millie Kate are here together,
like no one's ever
reunited
seen.
for the very
Wow.
first time. Thank you, Scott, Millie Kate.
Like no one's ever seen. Like no one's ever seen. That would definitely be the chorus. If somebody makes a Trump song, that should be in the chorus at some point.
I almost thought the State of the Union ended for a second, but they just blocked off the guy for a minute.
And
just like,
Petty
thumbs up.
Officer Ruskin.
This is
I'm
so
pleased to
boring.
inform
I
you
really
that
just
I
want to
am
go look
now
up what
awarding
the
you
announcements were.
The Legion of Merit for
He's not even
extraordinary
saying anything.
heroism,
He's literally
which
just
is
saying,
what it
like,
was.
check out my
Extraordinary
boys.
Heroism. Thank
My
you.
boys are the best. I got the coolest friends.
Look at this. I'm giving the award, the medal. Look at this guy. Look at him. He's so good. He looks like that guy from Beetlejuice.
I'd like to have the military aide to please come down and take care of the service. Military aid, thank you very much. Take care of that very important service.
Very important. Take care of that, please.
Thank you very much.
Why do they have
From
glasses there if they're not even going to drink anything?
1776 to today, every generation of Americans has stepped forward to defend life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And
Oh, we're
they're
pursuing
really doing it for the next generation. But now it's our turn. Together, we're building a nation.
Little
where
cat
every
and mouse
child
game
has
that
the
we
chance
play.
to retire and go further. Where government answers to the people, not the powerful, and where the interests of hardworking Americans.
Oh, he's answering to the powerful.
Answer to the people. Please answer to the people.
Literally.
That is the debt we owe to the heroes who came before us, and that is the promise we must keep to America for our 250th year.
Is this when you're
Last
finally
year,
going to
I
keep the
urged this
promise?
Congress to begin the mission by passing the largest tax cuts in American history, and our Republican majorities delivered so beautifully.
Is
Thank
it going to
you,
be tax
Republicans.
cuts to billionaires? Is that what it's going to be? The largest tax cuts to Amazon and all these big companies?
Yes and no. It's gonna be the upper middle class and up. That's it.
All Democrats, every single one of them, voted against these really important and very necessary, massive tax cuts.
Massive tax cuts. These goddamn Democrats.
Very necessary. The way he said that, very necessary.
They wanted
needed to do
large-scale
this.
tax increases to hurt the people instead. But we held strong, and with the great,
That's straight up just
big,
a lie.
beautiful bill, we gave you no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors.
Hey, you know what? That was good.
Yes, that's the little morsel that they're giving us.
Yeah, they've talked about that a lot.
That's the thing.
And we also made interest on auto loans tax deductible the first time, but only if the car is made in America.
Hey, my car's made in America.
It might be. I mean, sometimes even American cars are made in
Pennsylvania. I met
outside
Megan
of
Hemhauser,
America.
Well,
a
my
devoted
car, my
mom
car
who
is not
homeschools
an
her
American company,
children.
but I believe this model
Beautiful,
was made
2
in America.
children.
Oh,
During
there
the
you go.
day,
You're
while
good then.
waiting tables at night, as her husband works overtime, operating very heavy equipment. Megan is here this evening, and she's happy to tell you that she is so much richer because with no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and her expanded child tax credit done again by Republicans, Megan and her husband will take home more than $5,000 extra just for the year, cutting her tax bill in more than half.
She's doing so well.
Megan, please stand up. We're fighting
Still
for
not
you,
enough
Megan.
money to stop our children from being trafficked. Whoever it is.
Thank you, Megan.
It's not going to stop them.
Thank you, Megan. We're fighting
Thank
for
you, Megan.
Under our bill, parents like Megan can also activate
We
their
keep
children's
saying her
brand
name.
new Trump accounts. And I didn't name it. I did not name it.
He
I
definitely
did not
named it.
name that. Nobody believes me, but I did not name it. It was named by a very tall man.
He definitely
Sitting
named
right
it.
there in the third row.
Named by the guy
Good man.
that was sucking his dick at the
Tax-free
moment.
investment accounts for every American child. This is something that's so special and has taken off and gone through the roof. Millions will be pre-funded courtesy of the U.S. Treasury and private individuals like Michael and Susan Dell, who have donated
Heirs to the Dell family.
$250 million to fund the Trump accounts for 25 million American children. They're great people.
For these children to receive their Trump account money, they have to show up and do a physical exam in the Oval Office with the president.
You know, I asked Michael Dell, how do you make all that money? He said, well, I just sat on my dorm in school and I made
That's
computers
where
and I'd sell them to
Epstein is
people.
now. He's the
And I
judge
just
now.
kept selling and selling and selling.
Yeah.
And pretty amazing story. That's called the American dream. He sold a lot of computers, a lot of those laptops. So I congratulate him on that. But I really
Sold a
thank
lot of
him,
those
Susan,
laptops.
as well as others like Brad Gerstner, a very tremendous guy. He was behind it right from the beginning. Brad Gerstner. Thank you, Brad.
Yo, my boy over here, my boy over there. They're all doing so well.
So with modest additional contributions,
Yo, imagine if he just
these
like
young
calls out
people's
every
accounts
single
could grow
person
to
in the
over
entire room, like one
$100,000
by
or more
one.
by the time they turn 18.
He just
Think
like
of it, how much money is that for
he
somebody
starts saying
starting
how
with
good
nothing?
each and every
Over
person that's in the
100,000,
room
could
is
be much
doing.
more than that. To
He, like,
make this
goes through each
investment in our
one.
children's future.
So we're going to have to fast forward if he does.
Trump.gov.
I know.
Trumpaccounts.gov. And a lot of people
I don't
are
think
doing
he
it.
is.
It's setting every record in the book. It's popular. They knew what it was going to
We
take.
fast
I'm
forward.
so proud
He's
of
just
them. I'm
naming
so proud of the
everybody.
people that
He's
got
just
it
like, yeah, this
started.
guy's great.
And
This
now
guy's
it's just
awesome.
taken off. One of the primary reasons
Starts
for our
just pointing
country's
at people
stunning
further out.
economic
And somebody
turnaround.
walks up to him and,
The
and
biggest
talks
in
in his
history,
ear and
where
he
the
says,
Dow
oh,
Jones
that's
broke 50,000
Bradley.
4 years
Bradley
ahead of schedule. And the
McGovern.
S&P hit 7,000,
Eh,
where it wasn't
one of the
supposed to
best
do it for
guys I
many
know.
years.
Yep, I hear
Or
he's really
tariffs.
good at pool.
I used these tariffs, took in hundreds of billions of dollars to make great deals for our
Oh,
country.
he's talking tariffs
both
now.
economically and on a national security basis.
Hey, how about
Everything was
the
working
fact
well.
that the
Countries
tariffs,
that were
they ended up
ripping us off for
refunding the
decades are
tariffs,
now paying
but they're
us
going to all
hundreds
the
of billions of
corporate like
dollars.
leaders instead.
They were ripping us so badly. You all know that. Everybody knows it. Even the Democrats know it. They just don't want to say it. And yet these
They'll
countries
know where that money
are
should
now
go.
happy.
They'll know best.
And so are we. We made deals. The deals are all
Hey,
done.
they'll trickle it down
happy.
to everybody who needs it.
Making money like they used to, but we're making a lot of money. There was
We're
no
making a lot
inflation,
of money.
tremendous growth. And the big story was how Donald Trump called the economy correctly, and 22 Nobel Prize winners in economics didn't. They got it totally wrong.
They got it
They got
totally
it really
wrong.
And then just 4 days ago, an unfortunate ruling from the United States Supreme Court It just came down. It came down. Very unfortunate ruling. But the good news is that almost all countries and corporations want to keep the deal that they already made, right, Scott? Knowing that the legal power that I, as
Right,
president,
Scott.
have to make a new deal could be far worse for them, and therefore they will continue to work along the same successful path that we had negotiated before the Supreme Court's unfortunate involvement. So despite the disappointing ruling,
He sounds so malicious when he says
it's
that.
saving our country, the kind of money we're taking in, peace protecting. Many of the wars I settled was because of the threat of tariffs. I wouldn't have been able to settle them without. Will remain in place under fully approved and tested alternative legal statutes. And they have been tested for a long time. They're a little more complex, but they're actually probably better, leading to a solution that will be even stronger than before. Congressional action will not be necessary. It's already time-tested and approved. And as time goes by, I believe the tariffs paid for by foreign countries will, like in the past, substantially replace the modern-day system of income tax, taking a great financial burden off the people that I love.
Yeah, if we couldn't get any more income tax, that'd be great.
Right?
I'm for that.
Moving forward, factories, jobs, investment, and trillions of dollars will continue pouring into the United States of America because we finally have a president who puts America first. I put America first. I love America.
Everybody just claps. I love America. Claps.
For decades before I came along, we had the exact opposite. From trade to healthcare, from energy to immigration, everything was stolen and rigged in order to drain the wealth out of the productive, hardworking people who make our country great, who make our country run. Under Biden and his corrupt partners in Congress and beyond, it reached a breaking point with the Green New Scam, open borders for everyone. They poured in by the millions and millions from prisons, from mental institutions. They were murderers, 11,888 murders. They came into our country. You allowed that to happen. And record-setting inflation cost the typical family $34,000 in just a speck of time. Now the same people in this chamber who voted for those disasters suddenly use the word affordability, a word, they just used it. Somebody gave it to them, knowing full well that they caused and created the increased prices that all of our citizens had to endure. You caused that problem. You caused that problem. They knew their statements were a lie. They knew it. They knew their statements were a dirty, rotten lie. Their policies created the high prices. Our policies are rapidly ending them. We are doing really well. Those prices are plummeting downward.
We are doing really well.
The price of eggs is down 60%, Madam Secretary. Thank you. The cost of chicken, butter, fruit, hotels, automobiles, rent is lower today than when I took office by a lot. And even beef, which was very high, is starting to come down significantly. Just hold on a little while. We're getting it down.
Hey, we've got
And soon
the beef.
You will see numbers that few people would think were possible to achieve just a short time.
See, I heard that we're screwing our
Nobody
beef
can believe
farmers
the
for
same kind of
Argentinian
numbers,
beef farmers,
especially
but what do I
energy.
know?
You see energy going down to numbers like that. They cannot believe it.
I heard that too.
It's like another big tax cut. I'm also confronting one of the biggest ripoffs of our times, the crushing cost of health care caused by you. since the passage of the Unaffordable Care Act, sometimes
Paused by
referred to
you,
as
points at the
Obamacare, big
audience.
insurance companies have gotten rich. It was meant for the insurance companies, not for the people. With our government giving them hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars a year as their stock prices soared 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, and even 1,700%, like nothing else. That's why I introduced the great health care plan. I want to stop all payments to big insurance companies and instead give that money directly to the people so they can buy their own health care, which will be better health care at a much lower cost.
RFK looks like he is so done. He doesn't even look real. He looks like he's on drugs.
In addition, my plan requires maximum price transparency. That's
You know my new theory is?
Sounds so simple.
What is it?
So big.
They're all vril or highly.
And I did that in my first term, and the Democrats
Pause it.
immediately terminated.
Yep.
They're all vril, or people who are highly controlled and influenced by vril. And it's more like you got to get to a higher level, or if they really need to take you over and it's hard to, then they'll use the whole vril thing. But
Mm-hmm.
the whole thing of RFK, the way he acts, it's almost like he's fighting off something. Like he's constantly like distressed. He's always like uncomfortable. It seems like he was he was given the vril parasite to be controlled easier, and he's somehow fighting it off. And he tried.
Oh shit, that
While
would
at
be
the
awesome.
same time, he's kind of like playing like he's one of them. Like he's playing it like he's like on their side right now.
So that's why he's like twitching his face all around and acting all
Yes.
weird because he's trying to pretend to be
Yes,
a vril.
like he can feel it, like moving things in his brain and making him think about things. But like his sense of self is so powerful, and he's in because he's really healthy. He doesn't have any of the poisons and chemicals in him.
I once saw an alien. It devoured my eyeball and my brain parasitically. Oh, he has had a parasite in his brain, so maybe that's what they
Yep.
mean. Wow.
Yep.
I think we're uncovering something here. Okay.
it with full knowledge that they were
Most
doing
people,
a very
let me
bad
also
thing
say,
for the people.
Most people, when they're taken
Yep,
over by
yep.
the vril, they're taken over. But he fought it, and then he went to a doctor. He's like, "Doctor, there's something wrong with me," and like they checked it out, and bam, found the parasite. But like everybody else, they don't do that. They fully take them over.
Well, they can't do that because healthcare is so bad in this country that they can't even go to the doctor and
No,
check
listen,
it out.
Trump's about to say how great it is.
Oh, that's right.
Of course, we're going to go way up, and that's what happened. And now I'm bringing them way down on healthcare and everything else. I'm also ending the wildly inflated cost of
That was a good call.
prescription drugs like has never happened before. Other presidents tried to do it, but they never could. They tried. Most didn't try.
You tried.
But they tried. They said they tried. They couldn't do it. They didn't even come close. They were all talk and no action. But I got it done. Under my just enacted most favored nation agreements, Americans who have for decades paid by far
Most
the
favored
highest
nation
prices
agreements.
of any nation anywhere in the world for prescription drugs will now pay the lowest price anywhere in the world for drugs. Anywhere. The lowest price.
Anywhere.
So in my first year of the second term, should be my third term, but strange things happen.
He goes, should be my
I
third
took
term.
prescription drugs, a very big part of healthcare,
How crazy is
from
it
the
that he wants
highest
a
price
third?
in the entire world to the lowest. That's a big achievement. The result is price differences of 300, 400, 500, 600% and more, all available right now at a new website called TrumpRx.gov. And I didn't name that one either, by the way. And here tonight is the very first customer ever to get that big discount, and it is big, Catherine Rayner. For 5 years, she and her husband have struggled with infertility, and they turned to IVF. One drug has been costing Catherine $4,000 to purchase, but a few weeks ago, she logged onto the Trump RX website and got that same drug that cost $4,000.
It's crazy that like he really is just going, here's what I did, here's what I did, here's what I did. Instead of doing like, here's what's going on, and here's what we're gonna do.
Catherine, we are
Yeah,
all praying for
isn't
you,
that what
and
the
you're
State of the
going to
Union's
be
supposed to be? Is
a
like,
great mom.
here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, like he's truly just gaslighting the country, saying everything's amazing, here's everything great I'm doing. Don't listen to all the negative Nancys.
Yeah, here's all the individual stories from all the people doing
Here's
great.
here's a handful of people doing really great in our country.
A handful of people.
So now I'm calling on Congress to
You should be one
codify
of them.
my
If you're
most
not, you're a loser.
Favored nation program into law. Now,
Yeah,
the
if you're
one
not,
thing
then
I'm
you're
sure it
probably
matters because
You're the
somehow
problem.
it'd be
negatively
very hard for
influenced by the
somebody that comes
Dems.
along
Yeah.
after me to say, let's raise drug prices by 700 or 800%. But John and Mike, if you don't mind, codify it anyway. They may do it. Codify it anyway. Thank you. Many Americans are also concerned that energy demand from AI data centers could unfairly drive up their electric utility bills. Tonight, I'm pleased to announce that I have negotiated the new Ratepayer Protection Pledge. You know what that is? We're telling the major tech companies that they have the obligation to provide for their own power needs. They can build their own power plants as part of their factory so that no
Pause
one's
it.
prices will go up.
This is actually another good thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like, we knew he was going to do this. It's his playbook. He gives us a couple of things that we want when the most important things he ignores or hides from.
Well,
It's
exactly.
within a president's president. Think about the power he has and how he can just do that. He's like, yep, I just made that. Now, like, there you go, guys. Like, well, what? Just fucking listen to the people and do everything that they want.
Yeah,
Because that's
do
just
what
supposed
we
to be your
want.
job. Supposed to be your job. But instead, his side just like worships him so much that's just whatever Trump wants is what we want.
Yeah, and
Which
then
is like, I get having a leader you can trust like that, but you're totally ignoring the biggest problems.
yeah, they're
if you feel that
they're
way.
ignoring their own feelings even.
And it's another thing where they need to just learn to accept that they were wrong about this guy, and that a lot of the things that they were talking about, they were right about, and we've accepted that.
Yeah.
Hell, it's way more complicated than that because like the whole QAnon, but really not the QAnon, but the Pizzagate stuff. I was listening. I was never ridiculing it, and I was standing up for it. I was like, "Yeah, this is fucking happening.
Yeah, me
Look at all this
too.
evidence. It's so fucked up." But I wasn't QAnon. I looked at Donald Trump and I'm like, "Yeah, he's one of them, clearly."
Exactly. That's what I
And
thought.
before I looked
too.
any of this up, I just thought, "Wow, this guy doesn't care about our country." That's my first impression of Trump, without ever knowing he was going to get involved in politics or how much he might have been at the time. Like, it was just my impression of him was always that, like, wow, he doesn't give a shit about anybody but himself, and there's no way he could give a shit about our country. So he's sprinkling handouts. He's just writing checks, going like, "Here you go, hey, there you go." But it's like, you could solve all of our problems, but you're choosing not to.
Yeah, he could literally fix
Giving
everything.
us morsels.
You're giving us morsels. Look at the I didn't even realize the look that I paused on Trump.
Yeah.
Do you see
His
that?
lips look like his eyelids.
That's crazy. All right, that's his third eye is his mouth.
And in many cases, prices of electricity will go down for the community and very substantially down. This is a unique strategy never used in this country before. We have an old grid. It could never handle the kind of numbers, the amount of electricity that's needed. So I'm telling them they can build their own plant. They're going to produce their own electricity. It will ensure the company's ability to get electricity while at the same
He's
time
like, the AI is going to be
lowering
nuclear
prices of
powered.
electricity for you.
They're
It
going
could be
to
very substantial.
develop
So
their own
all of you
nuclear
cities and
program.
towns, you're going to see some good things happen over the next number of years. Another pillar of the American dream that has been under attack is home ownership. With us tonight is Rachel Wiggins, a mom of two from Houston. She placed bids on 20 homes and lost all of those bids to gigantic investment firms that bypassed inspection, paid all cash, and turned those houses into rentals, stealing away her American dream. She was devastated. Stories like this are why last month I signed executive order to ban large Wall Street investment firms from buying up in the thousands single-family homes. And now I'm asking Congress to make that ban permanent, because homes for people, really, that's what we want. We want homes for people, not for corporations. Corporations are doing just fine. Rachel, thank you very much. Good luck with your home. You'll get one soon.
Good luck. You'll get one soon.
We're also working to make it easier for Americans to save for retirement. And under this administration, we will always protect Social Security and Medicare. They are not protecting it for our seniors. We will always protect Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about Medicare and Medicaid.
Since I took office, the typical 401k balance is up by at least $30,000. It's a lot of money. We have millions and millions of people, because the stock market has done so well, setting all those records. Your 401ks are way up. Yet half of all of working Americans still do not have access to a retirement plan with matching contributions from an employer. To remedy this gross disparity, I'm announcing that next year my administration will give these often forgotten American workers, great people, the people that built our country, access to the same type of retirement plan offered to every federal worker. We will match your contribution with up to $1,000 each year. As we ensure that all Americans can profit from a rising stock market, let's also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit from using insider information.
Those people in the middle just aren't standing up at all. They're like, no, we don't give a
Probably
shit
the
about that.
oldest.
What is it?
Oh no, they're not. No, they're not the oldest.
No, they're
One of
young.
those people.
They stood up for that. I can't believe it.
I can't believe the other ones didn't.
I can't believe it. Did Nancy Pelosi stand up if she was here? Doubt it.
I knew he was gonna throw her under the.
Pass
I bet that he was gonna talk
Stop
about Nancy
Pelosi.
Pelosi.
Insider Trading Act without delay. I wasn't sure if anybody, even on this side, was going to applaud for that. I'm very impressed. Thank you. I'm very impressed.
Very
But
impressed.
when it comes to the corruption that is plundering, it's plundering America.
I mean, right there, he's pretty much
There's
saying that,
no
like,
more
I didn't think you
stunning
people would like
example
that
than
because you guys do that.
Minnesota, where members of
Literally. And he just said that the corruption's plundering America. Bro, you're the one who's
$19 billion
letting it
from
happen.
the American taxpayer. Oh, we have all the information. And in actuality, the number is much higher than that. And California, Massachusetts, Maine, and many other states are even worse. This is the kind of corruption that shreds the fabric of a nation, and we are working on it like you. He'll get it done. Find enough of that fraud, we will actually have a balanced budget overnight. It'll go very quickly. That's the kind of money you're talking about. We'll balance our budget. The Somali pirates who ransacked Minnesota remind us that there are large parts
Home
of the
Somali
world
pirates? That's crazy.
and lawlessness are the norm.
He
not
calls
the
them
exception.
Somali pirates.
Importing these cultures through unrestricted immigration and open
That
borders
is pretty nuts.
brings those problems right here to the USA. And it is the American people who pay the price in higher medical bills, car insurance rates, rent, taxes, and perhaps most importantly, crime. We will take care of this problem.
He's like, we're going to kick out the Somali pirates that are invading our country.
Delilah. Delilah
It's weird. It's like there's a designated area of people who are allowed to sit and allowed to stand. Like it's weird that it's not like
18-wheel tractor trailer
it's so
plowed into
it's so
her
artificial.
stopped car, traveling
Yeah.
at
Well, it all
60
feels very
miles an
artificial.
hour or more. The driver was an
Like everything
illegal
about it.
alien let in by
Yeah.
Joe Biden and given a commercial driver's license by open borders.
It's almost like they
politicians
rehearsed
in
it.
California.
They probably did.
Doctors said Delilah would never be able to walk or talk, have a good life. She wouldn't even be able to eat again. But against all odds, she is now in the first grade learning to walk. And she's here this evening with her dad, Marcus, a fantastic man. Delilah, please, you are a great inspiration. Please stand up.
Let's hear it for Delilah. He said that without any conviction at all.
Thank you, Delilah.
Thank you,
Most
Delilah.
illegal aliens do not speak English and cannot read even the most basic road signs as to direction, speed, danger, or location. That's why tonight I'm calling on Congress to pass what we will call the Delilah Law, barring any state from granting commercial driver's licenses to illegal aliens. And yesterday, as you probably saw at the White House, I hosted a ceremony with Americans who lost their treasured loved ones to the scourge of illegal immigration. People came into our country, how we allowed this to happen with our open borders. These are the angel moms and families that for decades our government betrayed and our media totally ignored. It was terrible.
It was
Hard
terrible.
to believe, actually. In 2023, a 16-year-old high school cheerleader named Elizabeth Medina was supposed to perform in her town's Christmas parade, but she never arrived. Her mother, Jacqueline, went home to look for her, and she found her lying dead in a bathtub, bleeding profusely after being stabbed 25 times. Elizabeth's killer was a previously arrested illegal alien who had broken in and brutally extinguished the brightest light in her family's life, violently and viciously. Her heartbroken mother is in the gallery to remind everyone in this chamber exactly why we are deporting illegal alien criminals to our country at record numbers, and we're getting them the hell out of here fast. We don't want them. Thank you very much, Jacqueline. Thank you. We can never forget that many in this room not only allowed the border invasion to happen before I got involved, but indeed they would do it all over again if they ever had a chance. If they ever got elected, they would open up those borders to some of the worst criminals anywhere in the world. The only thing standing between Americans and a wide open border right now
What
is
is it?
President Donald J. Trump and our great Republican patriots in Congress.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God. I'm honestly surprised he's not mentioning the Epstein files or not even being
As
like,
we speak,
there's nothing to it.
No, 'cause
Democrats in this chamber.
Yeah, he's not
have
going to bring
cut
up
off
anything
all
negative.
funding
He's just going
for
to talk
the
about how great he
Department
is.
of Homeland Security. It's all cut off.
That's
It's all
true.
cut off. They have instituted another Democrat shutdown, the first one costing us 2 points on GDP. 2 points we lost on GDP, which probably made them quite happy, actually. Now they have closed the
I'd say he
agency
also hasn't
responsible for
rambled once.
protecting
Everything's been
Americans from
planned.
terrorists and
Yeah,
murderers.
this has seemed pretty
Tonight I'm
coherent.
demanding the full
Well,
and
not
immediate
coherent, but you know what I'm
restoration of all
saying.
funding for the border security, homeland
Well
security
thought out.
of the United States, and also for helping people clean up their
I don't know if I'd
snow.
call it well
We
thought
have
out. I would
no
just
money
call it
because of
thought
the
out,
Democrats,
planned.
and it would be nice. We'd love to give you a hand at cleaning it up, but you gave no money. Nobody's getting paid. It's a shame. So you have to think about it. We have, in case you didn't know, pretty large snowstorm out there. One of the great things about the State of the Union is how it gives Americans the chance to see clearly what their representatives really believe.
I can see
So
clearly
tonight,
now
I'm
the
inviting
State of
every
Union is
legislator to
on.
join with my administration in reaffirming
I think that was him saying that he attacked the Northeast with weather manipulation and saying, "Hey, now's your chance." You know, like, "Hey, you just got hit with that. Here I am. Now's your chance to bow and suck the dick."
Now's the time to kiss the
Come on,
ring.
Yeah, all you Dem Northeasterners.
That's why he mentioned like Maine and Massachusetts and all those states that just got like hit.
Yeah, like he's not trying to court them because they're so ingrained to be blue that he's gonna like threaten them. Like, listen, you want more funding to help with your snow removals and your plow trucks. If you want more equipment for that, if you want more people, just funding in general, an abundance of funding that'll make the people who run those departments rich.
That makes so much sense.
Like, how about instead of having everybody in your area hate you because they're stuck in their houses and you're not doing it fast enough?
We can send somebody out there real quick to get it done.
Could literally we could also just make it never happen. How would you like it if you never had to deal with that snow again?
We'll just manipulate the weather.
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts. All right. Well, I caught him at another funny spot.
His lips look like his eyelids again.
His lips look
just always look like that.
a fundamental
Maybe it's just that his
principle.
eyelids look like his
If
lips.
you agree
Yeah.
with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
Oh, is anybody not standing up? Look for anybody not standing up.
The whole right side.
Oh, yeah. So those are all the Democrats then?
Gotta be.
Well, on their perspective, they are on the left, so that makes sense.
They should at least like clap for the actual good things. We should go back and check that out.
Yeah.
Like, no tax on tips and see if they're just sitting there all pissed off.
No tax on tips. They're just like mean mugging them.
A lot of people not clapping right now. It's kind of crazy. Look how wow, they just love clapping.
Yeah.
Wow.
They look kind of sick of clapping, honestly. Look at them all.
Yeah, Marco Rubio looks like he's about to like kill someone.
Yeah, he this whole time he's looked really anxious.
He always does, though. Yeah.
Like he's looking at the Democrats real pissed off.
2 minutes later.
You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
They're a blocking.
Well, that lady's yelling at him. See that? Is that a lady?
Oh, I can't. I don't know.
You missed it. You missed it.
She wasn't too happy.
And
Yeah, she looked like she
perhaps
pointed
most
at him and yelled.
importantly, I'm asking you to approve the Save America Act. To stop illegal aliens and others who are unpermitted persons from voting in our sacred American elections. The cheating is rampant in our elections. It's rampant. It's very simple. All voters must show voter ID. All voters must show proof of citizenship in order to vote. And no more crooked mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military, or travel. None. And this should be an easy one. And by the way, it's polling at 89%, including Democrats. 89%.
See that the guy stand back up to applaud
And even the new communist mayor of
toward
New
the
York City.
Democrats.
Actually,
He's just talking about how bad, like how
great
badly
policy, but nice guy.
Democrats
Just said they want people
are losing their
to
base.
shovel.
And he's just like,
snow. They got
yeah.
hit hard. Want them to shovel snow, but if you apply for that job, you need to show 2 original forms of ID and a Social Security card. Yet they don't want identification for the greatest privilege of them all, voting in America. No, it's no good. No good. Both Republicans and Democrats overwhelmingly agree on the policy that we just enunciated. And Congress
We just
should unite
enunciated.
and enact this common sense, country-saving legislation right now, and it should be before anything else happens.
Told you before, but I think voting should be mandatory.
I don't think it should be mandatory, but I think a lot of people should do it.
I think it should be mandatory, but they pay us to do it.
Why would anybody not want voter ID? One reason, because
I
they
think
want to
the
cheat.
opposite.
There's
I
only
don't
one
think it
reason.
should be mandatory, but I think they should
make
pay
up
you
all
if you do it.
excuses. They say it's racist. They come up with things you almost say, what imagination they have. They want to cheat. They have cheated, and their policy is so bad that the only way they can get elected is to cheat. And we're going to stop it. We have to stop it, John. And here is one more opportunity to show common sense in government. In the gallery tonight are Sage Blair and her mother, Michelle. In 2021, Sage was 14 when school officials in Virginia sought to socially transition her to a new gender, treating
Whoa.
her as a boy and hiding it
Whoa.
from her parents. Hard to believe, isn't it? Before long, a confused Sage ran away from home after she was found in a horrific situation in Maryland. A left-wing judge refused to return Sage to her parents because they did not immediately state that their daughter was their son. Sage was thrown into an all-boys state home and suffered terribly for a long time. But today, all of that is behind them because Sage is a proud and wonderful young woman with a full-ride scholarship to Liberty University. Sage and Michelle, please stand up.
They're there. That's crazy. Oh, look at the clap she did. The little finger clap.
Yeah, literally.
2 minutes later.
It can be allowed to rip children from their parents' arms and transition them to a new gender against the parents.
He just thinks
Who
that
would believe that we're even talking
from their
about
parents'
this?
arms. He
We
doesn't
must
think
ban
that
it,
they should be
and we
transitioned.
must ban it immediately. Look, nobody stands up. These people are crazy. I'm telling you, they're crazy.
Just fucking said it.
He did.
Amazing. Incredible. Boy, oh boy. We're lucky we have a country. With people like this, Democrats are destroying our country, but we've stopped it just in the nick of time, didn't we? Huh?
What was about to happen? What was the nick of time?
I don't know.
No one cares more
Kamala
about protecting
Harris?
America's youth than our wonderful First Lady. Now a movie star. She's a movie star. Can you believe it? Who would have believed that? Over the past year, she has had an incredible impact championing
Who would have believed
AI
that somebody that grew,
legislation, advancing
dated
a
Jeffrey
landmark
Epstein,
executive order on
you
foster
know,
care
would be in a movie
and
now.
helping secure $30 million to launch the Melania Trump Foster Youth to Independence Initiative. It's a tremendous, really a tremendous thing that happened and had a lot of bipartisan support. She gets much better bipartisan support than I do. I get none.
What if
She
he?
gets a
What if
lot.
he talks about somebody else who was dating
Someday you're
Jeffrey
gonna have to
Epstein?
tell me how you did that. And students and educators in every state have joined the First Lady's efforts in the presidential AI challenge, keeping America's next generation positioned to succeed and strongly succeed in the future. Tonight, we welcome two young people whose lives reflect the First Lady's impact, Sierra Burns and Everest Nevermont.
Everest Nevermont?
Thank you both.
What kind of name is
Melania,
that?
thank you. I know how hard you worked on it. Thank you very much.
That's an evil name.
Everest Nevermont. He sounds like his name Baron. His kid Baron.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody that's friends with Draco Malfoy. Look at John McCain just clapping.
Is Aaron wearing a blue tie?
Is he?
I'm very proud to say that
Yeah,
during
I think
my
so.
time in
JD
office,
Vance
both
is.
the first 4 years, and in particular this last year, there has been a tremendous renewal in religion, faith, Christianity, and belief in God. Tremendous renewal.
Sometimes they'll just be sitting down, like as he says something, and
This
like,
is especially true
he says
among
something
young
and it
people,
lands,
and a
and they
big
start
part
clapping.
of
They're
that
sitting down.
had to do
But they get like there's like a moment
my
where they're like,
great
all right, no,
friend,
we have to stand up.
Charlie Kirk, a great guy.
And I think
great
it always
guy.
start. Oh shit! Charlie Kirk shout out.
That's wild. Are they gonna show Erica? Yep.
So last year,
Yup.
Charlie was violently murdered by an assassin
Damn, I should have put.
and
I should have
martyred.
put Charlie
really
Kirk shout
martyred
out.
for his beliefs.
Yo, the fact that he
His
said
wonderful
violently
wife,
murdered
Erica,
is
with us
crazy.
tonight. Erica, please stand.
Oh my god.
Wasn't she already standing?
Yeah.
I think he did that to the little girl.
Thank you, Erica.
Like, please
Thank you
stand
a
up.
lot.
Looked back over.
In
She
Charlie's
doesn't
memory,
move
we
at all.
must
She's
all
already
come
standing.
together to reaffirm that America is one nation under God, and we must totally reject political violence of any kind.
Well, I think that's something we can all agree on.
We love religion, and we love bringing it back, and it's coming back at levels that nobody actually
We need
thought
radical
possible. It's a
partnership
beautiful thing to see.
that
Above all, unleashing America's promise
that helps
requires
unify
keeping our
the country,
community safe.
like Thomas
We have
Massey,
made
Murakami.
incredible strides,
Yeah,
yet
I agree.
dangerous repeat offenders continue to be released by pro-crime Democrat politicians again and again. We are honored to be joined tonight by a woman who's been through hell, Anya Zaretska. In 2022, she and her beautiful daughter, so beautiful, what a beautiful young woman.
What the fuck?
Irina fled war-torn Ukraine to live with relatives near Charlotte, North Carolina. And by the way, what's going on with Charlotte? Last summer, 23-year-old Irina was riding home on the train when a deranged
talking about the girl almost got her
monster
head cut off.
who had been
Oh,
arrested over a
Jesus.
dozen times and was released through no cash bail, stood up and viciously slashed a knife through her neck and body. No one will ever forget there were people on that train. No one will ever forget the expression of terror on Irina's face as she looked up at her attacker in the last seconds of her life. She died instantly. She had escaped a brutal war only to be slain by a hardened criminal, set free to kill in America, came in through open borders. Mrs. Zaretska, tonight I promise you we will ensure justice for your magnificent daughter, Irina. How do you not stand? How do you not stand? I'm asking this Congress to pass tough legislation to ensure that violent and dangerous repeat offenders are put behind bars, and importantly, that they stay there. Starting last summer, I deployed our National Guard and federal law enforcement to restore law and order to our most dangerous cities, including Memphis, Tennessee, big success, New Orleans, Louisiana, big success, and our nation's capital itself, Washington, D.C., where we have almost no crime anymore in Washington, D.C. How did that happen? In fact, crime in Washington is now at the lowest level ever recorded, and murders in D.C. this January were down close to 100% from a year ago.
What?
They're close to there. He decreased them 100%.
Meaning there's no more? Or there's almost no more murder at all?
I don't know what that means. It just means that they're down. I don't think even he knows what it means.
Who helped achieve this stunning turnaround was 20-year-old West Virginia Army National Guard Specialist.
Yeah, I'm sure no one's getting
Sarah
murdered
Beckstrom.
in Washington, D.C.
Yeah,
After a
nobody's getting
4-month
murdered
deployment,
anywhere.
she
There's no murders
voluntarily
anywhere.
Extended her service, and her rank was going to be lifted. She was doing so well. They were so proud of her. But the very next day,
He
she
didn't
was
just
on
mention
patrol
multiple
near
murders
the
that
White House
happened.
when she was ambushed and shot in the head by a terrorist monster from Afghanistan. Shouldn't have been in our country. And all because she wore the uniform of our nation, she was shot. He traveled here because he didn't like people wearing our uniform. He was sick and deranged, shouldn't have been in our country. Sarah Beckstrom died in order to defend our capital, and we are honored to be joined by her wonderful parents, Gary and Eva Lee.
Give it up for Gary.
Your daughter was a true American patriot, and she will be greatly missed. She was a great person. I saw reports on her. They've never seen anything like it. So sorry. Thank you very much.
So sorry. Thank you very
A
much.
great young lady. I saw reports that were like, perfect. She was perfect. Serving alongside Sarah that day was Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf. The terrorist shot Andrew in the head, and no one
Jesus.
thought he could possibly make it. The two of them, Sarah and Andrew, both shot violently in the head. Neither was expected to make it. They weren't even given a chance, except his wonderful mother, named Melody, who I spoke to the same night, and she was so positive. The doctors thought that Andrew was gone, but his mother said, no, Mr. President, Andrew will be fine. He's going to make it. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he was given almost no chance. She said, I have no doubt, sir, he's going to be okay. This was a conversation that I had with her that night, with her son laying helplessly in bed, blood all over. Everybody is praying, she said, sir, he will be okay. The doctors didn't understand what she was saying, and after looking at the results of the damage done, neither did I. She was so strong and conclusive that even Andrew's great father felt she didn't really understand the gravity of the situation. But she turned out to be right. Right, Melody? She turned out to be right.
And there's a whole lot of weird looking people that he's like, that are in the audience.
I don't even know if you can call this an audience.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go grab a snack real quick.
Amazing, actually. I said, where does this woman come from? She's the most positive person I've ever met. With God's help, Andrew has battled back from the edge of death, and we're talking about the edge of death, on his way to a miraculous recovery. He's got a little work to do, but he's doing great. Nice to see you. He's a good-looking guy. Nice to see you. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you very much. So, Andrew, while you're up, now I'm going to ask a highly respected General James Seward to present Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf and the great family of Sarah Beckstrom with the award created by our late, great President George Washington himself. It's called the Purple Heart.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wait, what did he do to get a Purple Heart?
I don't know. I went and grabbed a snack.
Oh.
We love you all. Love you. We're proudly restoring safety for Americans at home.
Love you.
And we are also
We love you.
restoring security for Americans abroad. Our country has never been stronger. In my first 10 months, I ended 8 wars, including Cambodia. Isn't it funny? Sick people. Cambodia and Thailand. Pakistan and India would have been a nuclear war.
Want to rewind it?
35 million people said
I think that's a lady yelling at
the
him.
Prime Minister of Pakistan would have died if it were not for my involvement. Kosovo and Serbia.
I wonder who it is
Israel
that
and
keeps yelling at him.
Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, Armenia and Azerbaijan, the Congo and Rwanda, and of course the war in Gaza, which proceeds at a very low level. It's just about there. And I want to thank Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner for your help. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Jared. And I also want to thank the man they report to, Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Thank you, Marco.
He sat down through that?
People like you. You know, Marco got 100% of the votes when he was in confirmation. I think our next one was about 54%.
So I figured out why
Some of the Democrats,
all the
are now saying,
Democrats
"I
are
can't
refusing to
believe we
stand.
approved that
It's
guy."
because Al Green, the
And he
Texas
said it's an
Democrat,
honor that they feel
was
that way.
ejected
Right,
over a
Marco?
protest
You have
sign.
done a great job, great Secretary of State. I think he'll go down as the best ever.
Apparently, that was a little bit of drama. Is that Jeb Bush right there? What the fuck's he doing there?
Under the ceasefire I negotiated, every
Isn't Marco
single
Rubio
hostage,
standing?
both living and
I don't
dead,
know.
has
He
been
seems like way
returned
too
home.
nervous
Can you
right now.
believe that?
How he's standing? Is he not?
Nobody thought it was possible. Nobody thought that
He was
possible.
acting like he thought something was gonna
Living and dead.
happen.
And those parents who had a dead son, their boy, they'd always tell me their boy, they wanted him as much as though he were living. It was an amazing period of
How
time.
long is this?
We came
I don't know. I was
back,
thinking
and
the
when
same
we got
thing.
all of the living hostages back, and many, many before them, but I always said those last 20 are going to be very tough, but we got many, many more, hundreds. But I said those last 20 are going to be tough. We got them back. But we only got back 14 or 15 of the dead of the 28. And believe it or not, Hamas worked along with
We got like
Israel,
another 20
and
minutes.
they dug and they dug and they dug. It's a tough thing to do, going through bodies all over, passing up 100 bodies sometimes for each one that they found. Tough job. And they finally got it back to 27. And then Steve and Jared, they got it back to 28. They found all 28. Nobody thought that was possible, but we did it. And I remember the family of the 28th. They were so grieved, but they were so happy as it's possible to be. They had their boy back. The mother said, "Sir, we have our boy back." What a period of time that was, but we got
What
them
a
all back.
period
So
of
thank you
time
both
that
very much.
was.
Great job.
Yeah. Life is just a moment in time.
That's deep.
And we're working very hard to end the 9th war, the killing and slaughter between Russia and Ukraine, where 25,000 soldiers are dying each and every month. Think of that, 25,000 soldiers are dying a month.
Where do these people even
A
come
war
from?
which would have never happened if I were president. Would have never happened. As president, I will make peace wherever I can, but I will never hesitate to confront threats to America wherever we must. That's why in a breakthrough operation last June, the United States military obliterated Iran's nuclear weapons program with an attack on Iranian soil known as Operation Midnight Hammer. Good.
Midnight
For
Hammer.
decades, it had been the policy of the United States never
You know
to
what
allow
I am going to
Iran
do, though?
obtain
I'm
a
going to see
nuclear
if I can
weapon.
speed this up a little
Many
bit.
decades. Since
Let's
they
skip
seized
around.
control of that proud nation
playback
47
speed.
years ago, the regime and its murderous
Oh.
proxies have spread nothing but terrorism and death and hate. They've killed and maimed thousands of American service members and hundreds of thousands and even millions of people with what's called roadside bombs. They were the kings of the roadside bomb. And we took out
Sounds so
Soleimani. I did
funny.
that during my first term.
Just
Had a huge
really
impact.
fast.
He was the father of
You
the
actually
roadside
hear
bomb.
like the pace and like the rhythm at a normal speed. This is actually more normal.
Look at Marco Rubio.
And just over the last couple of months with the protests, they've killed at least, it looks like 32,000 protesters. 32,000 protesters in their own country. They shot them and hung them. We stopped them from hanging a lot of them with the threat of serious violence. But this is,
This is
terrible
actually
people.
way better.
they've already developed missiles that can threaten Europe and are based overseas, and they're working to build missiles that will soon reach the United States of America. After Midnight Hammer, they were warned to make no future attempts to rebuild their weapons program, in particular nuclear weapons. Yet they continue. They're starting it all over. We wiped it out, and they want to start it all
He
over
sounds
again.
way too
And at
nonchalant
this
about
moment, again,
everything,
pursuing
though.
their sinister
Yeah.
ambitions. We are in negotiations with them. They want to make a deal, but we haven't heard those secret words. We will never have a nuclear weapon. My preference.
Yeah, this sounds way better. We got to start looking at Trump at 1.4 speed all the time.
My preference is to solve this problem through diplomacy. But one thing is certain, I will never allow the world's #1 sponsor of terror, which they are by far, to have a nuclear weapon. Can't let it happen. And no nation should ever doubt America's resolve. We have the most powerful military on earth. I rebuilt the military in my first term. We're going to continue to do so.
He goes,
Also,
"I rebuilt the
with
military in my
$1 trillion
first term."
budget, we have no choice. We have to be strong because hopefully we will seldom have to use this great power that we built together. It's really called peace through strength, and it's been very, very effective.
I love the cards on the
So thanks to
thing that just
Republicans
say this
in
shit.
Congress, we're investing a record number of dollars, have no choice, in the United States Armed Forces. Also creating a lot of jobs, but we're not even doing it for that reason. Because as I said, we have more jobs, more people working today than ever before in the history of our country. And NATO countries are friends and allies. They are. They're our friends, they're our allies, have just agreed, at my very strong request, to pay 5% of GDP for military defense rather than the 2%, which they weren't paying. We were paying for almost all of NATO. Now they're paying 5 as opposed to not paying 2.
It kind of sounds like as an old, what was it called, transatlantic accent.
Yeah, exactly.
And getting that 5%
Transatlantic
was something
accent.
which everyone said would never be done, could not happen. We got it really easily with one meeting.
We got it really easily. They said it'd never be
2%
done.
was not paid. We were paying the freight of many of them. Very few were paid up. Now 5%, then they're paid. And everything we send over to Ukraine is sent through NATO, and they pay us in full. They pay us totally in full. Every branch
Totally
of our armed
in
forces
full.
is setting records for recruitment. So exciting. And every service member recently.
Good golly, this is so exciting.
And every service member recently received a warrior dividend of $1,776.
I like when he wants people to shut up, he starts shouting.
You know, they put it on my desk. We got the money from tariffs and other things. A lot of money we have. We have much more than people understand. Have to rebuild that program a little bit, but it won't take long. But we got the money, and it was $1,775, and they wanted my approval. And I said, what's the number? $1,775. I said, wait a minute. For $1 more, we can have $1,776. It's going to. I said, we're going to figure that. I never asked anybody if we could afford it. $1 more. I said $1,776. And I said, that's good. And I'll tell you what, our military, that was 4 months ago, our military, I never see a person in the military that doesn't thank me for it, so we're honored to do it. They deserve it. And we call it 1776. It was great. And we love our military. We love our law enforcement. We love our firemen. You know, the firemen don't get mentioned enough. We love our firemen. We're also...
Oh, my God.
I think he's starting to ramble. I think he was starting to ramble for a second.
We're also restoring American security and dominance in the Western Hemisphere, acting to secure our national interests and defend our country from violence, drugs, terrorism, and foreign interference. For years, large swaths of territory in our region, including large parts of Mexico, really large parts of Mexico, have been controlled
He's
by
like the
murderous
entirety of
drug
Mexico,
cartels.
actually, right
That's
now.
why I designated these cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, and I declared illicit fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction. And with our new military campaign, we have stopped record amounts of drugs coming into our country and virtually stopped it completely coming in by water or sea. You probably noticed that. We very seriously damaged their fishing industry also. Nobody wants to go fishing anymore. We've also taken down one of the most sinister cartel kingpins of all. You saw that yesterday.
He's like, we've blown up a
January-
few innocent fishermen. Nobody wants to go fishing anymore.
In January, elite American warriors carried out one of the most complex, spectacular feats of military competence and power in world history. No one's seen anything like it. Foreign leaders, I won't tell you who, called me and they said, very impressive, very good. They couldn't believe, they all watched, they saw what happened. It's a different fighting force that we had years ago when we fought to tie. You know, it's a great fighting force. I'm so proud of it. Look at Space Force. Space Force is my baby. Because we did that, my baby, it's becoming so important.
Space Force is my baby.
Space Force is my baby.
America's armed forces overwhelmed all defenses and utterly defeated an enemy, good fighters, to end the reign of outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro and bring him to face American justice. And this was an absolutely colossal victory for the security of the United States, and it also opens up a bright new beginning for the people of Venezuela. We're working closely with the new president of Venezuela, Delcy Rodriguez, to unleash extraordinary economic gains for both of our countries and to bring hope to those who have suffered so terribly. They really did suffer. With us tonight is Alejandro Gonzalez. He grew up in a tight-knit Venezuelan family and was especially close to her beloved uncle Enrique. But after Enrique ran for office and opposed Maduro, he was kidnapped by Maduro's security forces and thrown into the regime's really infamous prison in Caracas. Alejandro feared she would never see her uncle again. She feared for her own life also. But since the raid, we have worked with the new leadership, and they have ordered the closure of that vile prison and released hundreds of political prisoners already, with more to come. Alejandro, I'm pleased to inform you that not only has your uncle been released, but he is here tonight. We brought him over to celebrate his freedom with you in person. Enrique, please come down.
that was just like a game show. That was like a talk show. He's here tonight. Bring him out. Oh my god. That was crazy. And with the 1.4 speed, it was even more so like that.
Yeah. I think that landed better
Have a good
at
time.
a faster speed.
Nice to have you
think
back.
you're right.
There were many heroes on that January raid to capture Maduro. Really great heroes. It was very dangerous. They knew we were coming. They were all set.
It was very
But the deeds of
dangerous.
one warrior
They knew
that
we were
night will
coming.
live
They were
forever
all
in the
set.
eternal chronicles of military valor. Chief Warrant Officer 5, Eric Slover, planned the mission and was the flight lead in the cockpit of the first helicopter. It's a
The
big,
cockpits.
beautiful,
I love
powerful
cockpits.
Helicopter. It was a massive Chinook carrying, as you can imagine, many, many American warfighters. Wearing the dog tags, his wife Amy had blessed with holy water before he left. She knew it was going to be a rough one. Eric steered the Chinook under the cover of night and descended swiftly upon Maduro's heavily protected military fortress. This was a major military
Starting to sound
installation.
Irish.
Protected thousands of soldiers and guarded by
I mean,
Russian and Chinese military
Isn't he
technology.
Irish or is he
How did that work out?
Scottish?
Not too good.
He's not actually.
While preparing
Any of
to
that.
land enemy machine guns
Well, his
fired from
mom
every angle,
is like
and Eric was
full-blooded
hit
Irish or
very badly in
something.
the leg and hip.
Oh.
One bullet
Yeah,
after
she's-
another.
I think it's just like
He absorbed
speed-
4
the
agonizing
speed
shots,
and
shredding his leg into
the
numerous
pattern
pieces.
and the way he talks.
And yet,
Yeah,
despite the
'cause
fact that the
he's
use
from
of his legs
Ireland.
was vital to successful helicopter flight,
What?
legs are
His
the most
mom
important
is
part of
literally
flying a
like an
helicopter.
immigrant from
To
Ireland.
deliver the
I
many
know.
commandos who would
Wording
capture
in a
and
way where it
detain
sounds like he's from there,
Maduro
but
was the
no,
only
he's not.
thing
No.
Eric was thinking about. Then, even his gushing blood, which was flowing back down the aisle, helicopter lands at a steep angle. The machine gun stood right in front of him. They were right in front of him, two machine gunners who escaped the wrath of the previous planes. Eric
Can't be
maneuvered his
president
helicopter
if
with
you're
all
not
those
from this
lives and
country.
souls to face the enemy and let
No, so Ted
his
Cruz
gunners
can't.
eliminate the threat. Turned the helicopter around so the gunners could
That's awesome.
take care of
Yeah,
business,
that is
saving the
awesome.
lives of his fellow warriors from what could
Was
have been
Zoran
a catastrophic crash
Mondani
deep
born
in
in
enemy
this country?
territory.
I don't
Only
think
after
so.
safely landing the helicopter
So
with
he
all the
can't.
warriors
We talked
aboard
about that.
Yeah.
in the exact right spot, which was vital to the mission. We probably would have had to maybe cancel the mission if that didn't happen. Eric told his co-pilot, also wounded, but not as gravely, to take over. I'm about ready to pass out. The success of the entire mission and the lives of his fellow warriors hinge on Eric's ability to take the searing pain. It was unbelievable what's happened to his legs of the bullets and keep on flying and landing. And people knew what was happening. Everybody in the back of the helicopter knew because they saw the blood pouring down the aisle. Chief Warrant Officer Slover is still recovering from his serious wounds, but I'm thrilled to say that he is here tonight with his wife, Amy. Eric and Amy, come on in.
That one sounded more aggravated than anything else. He's like, all right.
He's getting
What'd you say?
sick of this.
Yeah, he's like, all right, let's go, Amy, come on. Yeah, he can't do 1.4 speed on himself, so he's getting dissociated.
So we have a surprise for Eric and Amy. In recognition
Shit.
of Eric's actions above and beyond the call of duty, I would now like to ask General Jonathan Braga
Starting to lag.
to present
Is it?
Chief Warrant Officer Slover
It's like sounding all
with our
weird.
nation's highest military award, the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Can you stop it and talk like that?
Ah, we're so close.
Did we do a State of the Union last year? I just had deja vu.
I think you're supposed to do one every year. All right, let's.
No, I mean,
That old
like
John
did we cover
McCain, he got his shit. Look at that. John McCain's got a thing.
it? You hear me?
Yeah.
Did we cover the State of the Union last year?
No, I don't think so.
Because he did something like this that we were watching, I thought.
No, we just did the Mamdani thing. That was it.
Oh, yeah.
That was like the first time we ever recorded anything. But I skipped ahead to when he's thanking John McCain.
You skip past the part where he executes Pleiadian live on stage.
Oh shit, you're right. The extraterrestrial comes in and he just point blank pops a cap in the ET's ass.
He's like, we are no longer worried about aliens at our borders alone. We also have to worry about the aliens from above. Bring that piece of shit out of here.
Thank you, Royce, and thank you, Eric. I've always wanted the Congressional Medal of Honor, but I was informed I'm not allowed to give it to myself, and I wouldn't know why I'd be taking it, but if they ever open up that law, I will be there with you someday.
Did you just
But, you
hear
know, That's
that?
our highest honor, Congressional Medal of Honor, and that's a big thing. And
He said
an
that
honor to be
it's
able to
illegal for
thank you
him to
both
give
very much,
himself
Eric.
the
Thank you.
Congressional Medal of Honor, but if it's ever made legal, he would do that. Although he doesn't know why he would do that, but he would still do it.
He said that?
That's pretty much exactly what he said.
Thank you. 250 years is a long time in the life of a nation, but in another sense, it's really a mere moment in the eye of history. Two of the gentlemen we met in the gallery this evening took their first breaths 1 century ago, 100 years before that, on July
Donald
4th,
Trump talk like William
1826, the
Shatner?
author of the Declaration
A little
of
bit.
Independence, brilliant. Thomas Jefferson drew his last breath. Just a single long human lifespan separates the giants.
I think
who
he does
declared
the same
and
thing
won
that
our
Shatner
independence from
does
the heroes
because
who stand
Shatner used to
among
do
us
that
tonight.
to
Everything our nation has done, everything
because
we
he
have achieved
forgot his
has been the work
lines.
of those few great
So I
lifetimes.
think Trump
In those
does the
brief
same
chapters,
thing.
Americans built this nation from 13 humble colonies into the pinnacle of human civilization and human freedom, the strongest, wealthiest, most powerful, most successful nation in all of history. Americans ventured out across the daunting and dangerous continent. We carved paths through an unforgiving wilderness, settled a boundless frontier, and tamed the beautiful but very, very dangerous Wild West. From empty marshes and wide open plains, we raised up the world's greatest cities. Together, we mastered the world's mightiest industries and shattered history's monstrous tyrannies. And we liberated millions from the chains of fascism, communism, oppression, and terror. Americans lifted humanity into the skies on the wings of aluminum and steel. And then we launched mankind into the stars on rockets powered by sheer American will and unyielding American pride. We wired the globe with our ingenuity. We captivated the planet with American culture. And now we are pioneering the next great
Hey,
American
I just
breakthroughs that will
realized Trump
change
just said that
the
we
entire
defeated
world.
fascism.
All
What
of
is
this
he,
and so much
Antifa?
more is the enduring legacy, unmatched glory of the hardworking patriots who built and
He's the
defended
leader
this
of
country
Antifa.
and who still carry the hopes and freedoms on all of humanity's backs. Years they were forgotten, betrayed, and cast aside. But that great betrayal is over, and they will never be forgotten again. Because when the world needs courage, daring, vision, and inspiration, it is still turning to America. And when God needs a nation to work his miracles, he knows exactly who to ask. There is no challenge Americans cannot overcome, no frontier too vast for us to conquer, no dream too bold for us to chase, no horizon too distant for us to claim. For our destiny is written by the hand of Providence, and these first 250 years were just the beginning. From the rugged border towns of Texas to the heartland villages of Michigan, from the sun-kissed shores of Florida to the endless fields of the Dakotas, and from the historic streets of Philadelphia to right here in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., the golden age of America is upon us. The revolution that began in 1776 has not ended. It still continues because the flame of liberty and independence still burns in the heart of every American patriot. And our future will be bigger, better, brighter, bolder, and more glorious than ever before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Well, he definitely packed it up a lot there at the end.
No aliens?
No, but he is wandering off stage all kind of confused and doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Look at him. Oh, he just did almost the Hitler salute again.
I think he pointed at the Dems again.
He's like, you guys. Well, all right. That was our State of the Union. I hope everyone loved that and was excited and enjoyed it as much as we did.
I'm ready to go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm ready to sleep too. So, yeah, happy 4th of July or whatever the fuck the State of the Union is. At least now.
Wait.
Yeah, I know. Well, at least now we know what the
Won
state
the-
of our union is.
Who won the prediction game?
I don't think either of us won. I think you came probably
Well,
the closest.
I said he wouldn't talk about aliens and he wouldn't talk about Epstein.
Yeah, I was gonna say you did. You got those two, so that was it. All right, you win. All right.
Ramble.
All right.
What were my other ones?
I forgot. He was gonna talk about dying and
Oh, he didn't. He didn't talk about dying.
no, he didn't.
Kept it positive.
Yeah, yeah, he did. Surprisingly. He literally, but he didn't talk about himself like almost at all. He talked about other people. That was most of it.
Oh, what a great guy.
What a great guy. So humble. So humble. All right. Well, everybody have a great time and hope you enjoyed seeing what the state of our union, what the state of our union has been. It's been as the world burns.